Hello everyone, welcome to the ninth session on acids, bases and salts. So far we have discussed many aspects about acids. Yes, so what do you mean by an acid, how to determine an acid, then chemical properties of acids we have discussed, and later we went for the bases chemical properties we discussed, and later we spoke so much about the pH, importance of pH in everyday life. And now we are going to deal with about the salts. Okay, so here we are going to learn what do you mean by a salt and what are the three different types of salts, and we have certain salts in our syllabus. Their preparation you have to learn. Okay, so preparation and uses of few compounds we are going to learn. And first and foremost, what actually the salt is, and can you able to give the example for salts? Any chemical compound can be given as an example for salt. Yes, the moment I say salt, quickly you get about the sodium chloride. Yes or no? So sodium chloride can be called as a salt. It belongs to salt family. It is not into acid family. It is not into base family. It is into salt family. Okay, not only sodium chlorides, you have many of the chemical compounds which can be called as salts. Okay, say for example, all chlorides, chlorides in the sense what? Any compound which contain chlorine is called as chloride. Okay, any compound which has chlorine, the element chlorine in it, is called as chlorides. Okay, so all chlorides are salts only. Example NaCl, KCl, aluminium chloride, yes or no, barium chloride. See, all these chemical compounds contain an element chlorine, so all these are commonly called as chlorides. Okay, so all of them belong to salt family. Clear? And all sulfates, not all sulfates, few sulfates. Okay, I don't write all sulfates, some sulfates like sodium sulfate, right? Sodium sulfate, then potassium sulfate, barium sulfate, all this can be called as a salts. Then nitrates like KNO3, okay, NaNO3, many will come. And all iodides, okay, all iodides like NaI, okay, Bai2, Ki, these are called iodides. Like that. Carbonates are the compounds where you have a polyatomic group CO3 minus 2 group. Okay, so sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate, barium carbonate, right? So all these are carbonates. And bicarbonates. So what are the bicarbonates you have studied? Sodium bicarbonate you studied, right? And calcium bicarbonate. So these are all called as salts. Okay, and now salts are mainly of three types. Okay, so before we go for the different types of a salt, let us try to recall how we can prepare a salt. How do we prepare a salt? We have studied many chemical reactions of acids and bases so far, yes or no? So do you get a salt as one of the product in the chemical reactions? Definitely, right? Say, can you able to remember the neutralization reaction here? What do you mean by a neutralization reaction? Acid reacting with a base is called a neutralization reaction. What were the products that you have observed? Salt and water, isn't it? And whenever metal reacts with acid, you get salt and hydrogen gas. Whenever acid reacts with metal, carbonate and bicarbonate, you had got salt, water, carbon dioxide. So every chemical reaction involved, the formation of salt. Yes, so here mainly you need to remember the neutralization reaction. Okay, so neutralization reaction is acid reacting with a base will always give salt as one of the product. Okay, so that is how we prepare salts. Okay, so how do we get salt? Salt is formed when an acid reacts with a base. Okay, keep this point in your mind. Fine. And now let us discuss about the three types of salts. Okay, three types of salts. Three types of salts. This is a very important topic. Questions on this topic can be asked in the form of MCQs. Okay, so you have to be very careful. So to select a perfect answer, definitely you must know the concept. So this is what the concept I'm going to explain, right? So carefully write down each and everything in your notebook. Fine. So we have three types of salts. Under that, the first one is acidic salt. Acidic salt. Second one, basic salt. Basic salt. And third one is neutral salt. Neutral salt. Okay. So these are the three types of salts. Acidic salt. So this particular salt is acidic in nature. That means when you test the pH of this salt, you will get pH less than 7. Okay. So for this particular salt, the pH is lesser than 7. Okay, and the basic salt, this particular salt is slightly basic in nature. Okay, and if you test the pH, you will get the value above 7. So for this particular salt, pH is greater than 7. And a neutral salt, name itself says, it is neither acidic nor basic. Okay, so the pH is neutral. So what value indicates a neutral pH? Definitely 7, isn't it? So for this particular salt, pH is 7. The name only says you acidic salt, in the sense this salt is acting as an acid. It has slightly acidic character. That's the reason when you test the pH of acidic salt solution, you will get a value below 7. Okay, and when you test the pH of a basic salt solution, you will definitely get a pH above 7, and our neutral salt will show a pH of 7. Okay, now let us discuss one by one with an examples. Okay, so first let us go for acidic salt here. The first variety of the salt is acidic salt. I have already told you, the name itself says acidic salt is having acidic nature. Okay, and if you test the pH, it will be below 7 only. Examples. Let us see few examples here. Ammonium chloride. This is ammonium chloride. Okay, ammonia valency 1, chlorine valency 1. So ammonium chloride. Another example, ammonium sulfate. Okay, ammonium sulfate. Ammonium valency 1, sulfate valency 2. So ammonium sulfate formula is this. And these are the examples for acidic salt. Okay, and if you want to know how these salts have become examples for this category, you must understand the preparation of a salt here. Okay, and how do you prepare the salt? As I told you in the starting, salt is always prepared mainly by a neutralization reaction. Right? When an acid is combined with a base, the product you get out of it is salt. Okay. So now let us try to check how this particular salt has formed. Okay. So this particular salt must have formed from not only this salt, any example under acidic salt. Okay. Must have formed from strong acid and weak base. Okay, always when a strong acid combines with a weak base, you will get acidic salt. You will get acidic salt. Okay, clear everybody? How does an acidic salt is formed? Always by the combination of strong acid and weak base. Acid must be very much strong, base has to be weak. And in the first video of this chapter, I gave you the examples for strong acids, weak acids, strong bases as well as weak bases. So those examples are very important to remember, and that particular concept we are using up here. Okay, if you can remember the examples under strong category and weak category, this particular concept will become very easy for you. Okay, and now you understood, right? What do you mean by an acidic salt? Acidic salt is the salt that is formed from strong acid and weak base. Okay, and I gave you two examples here. Try to analyze the example. Okay, so the first example, ammonium chloride I gave. Yes or no? And if I ask you a question, from which acid and a base this salt has come from? Yes, this salt would have come from some acid and a base. Can you be able to tell what acid and what base you have taken to manufacture or to create ammonium chloride here? How do you identify what base, what weak base you have taken and what strong acid you have taken to form this ammonium chloride? This is what important for you to remember. Okay, and how do you predict what acid you have taken and what weak base you have taken to manufacture ammonium chloride? Okay, always try to remember the first part. This is one part of a salt and this is another part of a salt. So no, ammonia is one ion, chlorine is another ion here. Okay, always the first ion will come from base category. Okay, and the second part of a salt will come from acid category. Okay, fine. And now you have to think which acid contains a Cl. Yes, can you be able to recall which acid, which strong acid contains Cl? Definitely HCl. Yes or no? So here this salt must have formed when HCl combined with, can you be able to predict which base must contain, which base contains ammonium? I gave an example, ammonium hydroxide, right? So this salt is formed from the combination of HCl and ammonium hydroxide. And we all know HCl is a strong acid. HCl is a strong acid and ammonium hydroxide is weak base. Yes or no? So that is the reason the so formed ammonium chloride out of strong acid and weak base is categorized as acidic salt. Okay, got to know? So this is a very important information that you must remember. Okay, whenever you see a particular salt, you must able to predict whether it is a strong acidic salt or basic salt or neutral salt. Okay, so this is what important. Clear everybody? So what do you mean by acidic salt? It is the salt that is formed from strong acid and weak base. Acid, stronger component is acid, no? That is the reason the pH is lesser than 7. Okay? Stronger component is which one here? Acid or base? Acid. That's the reason pH is below 7. Okay, so whenever you see a formula of a salt, you must able to predict what acid and what base is there in it. Okay, and how do you predict that? Always the first part of a salt, the first ion will be from base and the second ion will be from acid. Okay, and you must able to think, okay, see Cl containing acid is what is there in our nature, obviously HCl. So HCl is the acid. And which base contain NH4 ion? Ammonium hydroxide. Right? So here you should definitely revise that first video and then watch this video so that concept will become more clear. Okay? Fine. So this is how you have to predict what acid and what base is there in this particular salt. Okay? So stronger component is acid here. So that's the reason pH is below 7. It is categorized as acidic salt. Okay? Fine. And now we will go for basic salt. Basic salt is just opposite. Okay, so what I told you, basic salt solution will have a pH greater than 7, isn't it? pH greater than 7. Okay, and this basic salt, this particular basic salt has formed from strong base and weak acid. Strong base and weak acid. Okay, since the stronger component is base, that's the reason it is showing pH greater than 7. Okay, can you be able to give the examples under basic salt? Just try to remember, base must be strong, acid must be weak. Okay, so now you know the examples for strong acid and weak, strong base and weak acid. So try to combine them, whichever examples you know, and make a salt here and give as an example. So what example we can write? The best example is sodium carbonate. Yes or no? Sodium carbonate is one example. Then I can say sodium bicarbonate is another example. Okay. Calcium carbonate. Many examples will come under basic salt category. Okay. Calcium carbonate. You know all this. Can you be able to predict what acid and what base is there in this particular salt? Okay, this must have been prepared from strong base and weak acid. No, so which is that strong base present and which is that weak acid present? This is very important. Always I told you the first part of a salt will be from base, right? And the second part of a salt will be from acid. Remember this, first part is always from a base, second part is from acid. Okay, now all you have to think is predict, try to revise which acid contains CO3 group. Yes, I gave an example, H2CO3. Weak acid category, if you check, you will find carbonic acid as an example. Okay, so carbonic acid is weak acid. And now can you be able to predict which base can contain sodium atom? Definitely NaOH. Yes or no? This idea you should get in your mind. The moment you see the salt, you must able to predict from which base and which acid this salt has come from. And how do you predict that? This is the trick here. Always the first part will be from base. The second part will be from acid. Okay, once you know that, try to recall which acid contains CO3, definitely H2CO3, and which base contain Na, sodium hydroxide. Okay, so this particular salt must have come from carbonic acid and sodium hydroxide. So which is the stronger component here? Base. That is the reason we call this salt as basic salt. Okay, and the pH will be always greater than 7. And now similarly sodium bicarbonate, calcium carbonate, you know, all this belong to basic salt only. Now here is a question from you. You have a salt calcium carbonate and you have to tell me which base and which acid is reacting to produce calcium carbonate. That is the homework for you. Post the answer in a comment box. Okay, I'll repeat the question once again. Calcium carbonate, I already told you that it is a basic salt. Okay, and I am asking you little deeper version here. This particular salt must have come from acid and a base, right? So which acid and which base if combines, you get calcium carbonate. So work it on and post your answer in a comment box. Okay, fine. And now let us go for neutral salt category. Neutral salt category where the pH is equal to 7. Okay, so neutral salt is the salt where the pH, if you measure, you will get a value 7. That indicates the salt is completely neutral. Okay, and the neutral salt is always formed from strong acid and strong base. Okay, so whenever a strong acid and a base combines, you get a neutral salt. Okay, when both the components are strong, or if both the components are weak, then in that case you get a neutral salt. Okay, so can you be able to predict the example here? NaCl. Okay, so the best example is NaCl. And now can you be able to tell what acid and what base must have reacted to produce this NaCl? What I told you, the first part in a salt will always from a base and the second part is always from an acid. This is the trick that you have to follow, otherwise you can't able to predict. Okay, and now you have to think which particular base contains sodium. Yes, NaOH. And now you think which particular acid has a Cl atom, HCl, right? So these two guys would have combined to produce NaCl. So NaOH is a strong category, HCl is also a strong category, right? So both the components are strong. That's why the salt that is formed out of both strong components, we call it as a neutral salt. Okay, where you have pH equal to 7. Okay, so these are the different types of salts: acidic salt, okay, basic salt, and neutral salt. And now you have a question. Say I am giving you one multiple choice question. Try to give its answer in a comment box. Okay, so the question is, which among the following is a neutral salt? Is a neutral salt. Okay, so your options are NaCN, okay, second option sodium carbonate, third option KCl, and fourth one KCN. Okay, KCN. Okay, so which of the following is a neutral salt? So salt by salt you take and analyze. So try to analyze where is a stronger component and where is a weaker component. Okay, predict and give the answer. And here I am going to share one small trick for you. Okay, remember, any salt, not any salt, like salt, if it contains anions like chlorine and sulfate, you know, even nitrate also, they belong to acidic salt category. Okay, and now salt, if it contains CO3 and CN ions, then it belongs to basic salt category. Okay, but you have to be very, very careful with the trick. Okay, say along with these ions, if you have Na and K, along with these salts, if you have Na and K, then they will become a neutral salt category. Okay, you have to check the positive ion also, not only the negative ion. Most of the time 90% this will work out, but you have to see the other ion also. That means the first present ion, if it is Na or K, you know, then it will become a neutral salt. Okay, so that point also you can write down. With this, if Na and K present, then it becomes a neutral salt. This is a condition applied here. Okay, clear everybody? So this is a very like useful trick that it can be helpful for you, but this is not always true, 90% true, but this condition you should remember. Okay, if these anions are there, along with that, if these positive part, the first part, if it is sodium or potassium, then the salt is not acidic salt, it will become a neutral salt. Okay, say for example, Cl, NaCl, Cl is there. So the moment you see the Cl, you should not give the answer as acidic salt. You should see the positive part also. You should see the first part also. If the first part is sodium or, potassium, then definitely it is a neutral salt. Okay, but anyway, you should completely know, the moment you see a salt, you must able to predict what acid and what base is there in it. Okay, so that particular idea will be the most helpful point on which you can solve many of the questions like this. So this is the question for you. Post the answer in a comment box. Thank you.